Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a couple of knives to show you. So these came in from Tuya Knives. Shout out to my boy Dave Warren. And yeah, let's get into them. I'm gonna open them up with my Divo knives. Tall boy. Been carrying the crap out of this lately because we got some updated Zirconium kits with the new clips that work so much better. The original clip was functional, but it was a little bit tight, and this solves the problem. If you have a Stout V2, it's basically the same kind of setup. I sent them a Stout V2 clip and was like, you should make it like this because it goes in pocket super clean, comes out super clean, but has great retention. So really happy with these. We'll drop some Zirconium kits in the near future. This Zirconium clip, man, they came out so sexy though. But anyway, we are going to get some extra clips to sell or, yeah, when we get the next batch of knives. So if you have a V1, you could replace your clip down the line. All right. Oh, new packaging. And I will tell you guys, you're going to be seeing more unboxings for the time being, just because with the baby, it's been really tough to find time to do anything, and I'm just trying to get the content up for you guys, and obviously for the brand sending me stuff. And of course, for me, I'm interested in checking these out. I have kind of gotten away from unboxings because I like to spend some time with the knife and then talk about them, but I need to just be able to do something, and so this is what I'm doing. So that is a sick box, and that is a sick slip. So this is the Rackham Jack in titanium. It's Bowler M390, hand rubbed satin flats, belt satin bevels. The designer is Andy Thiel. I think he's the one who designed the slip joint they had. Was it like the Blackburn or something? This is serial number 42 of 71, and the date is August 2024. So shout out to Tuya and Dave Warren. Oh my God, it's a metal card. That's so sick. This is definitely going to go into pass around, but here's some information if you want to pause and read. And definitely support Tuya, support Dave Warren. He's an absolute gem. Love the guy. This is another knife. Okay, we have another cool slip. We do not have a card in this one. Just want to note that. So we have two knives and two slips. I really like the slip. So let's open, well, this one we've seen the image, so let's just open that one first. Maybe they're the same knife. So this is the Rackham Jack knife. That is a beautiful slip, different. Never seen anything like this. It's pouch, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for adding a Tuya knife to your collection. Oh, that's cool. Very soft, plush. Feels really good. Nice little tab there to lock it in place. You could use this as a knife slip in your pocket, or you could use it as a pouch. Nice weight. I like the design language. I like how it gets a little bit fatter down here, the rounded edges. We have a nail nick there. Looks like you could flick that if you wanted to. Really nice flipper tab with a good angle. Hopefully the detent is solid. You have orange peel finish on the bolster area. Not a big orange peel guy, personally. I kind of hate it. I feel like it has a cheap, chintzy kind of look. No offense. Some people love orange peel. It's just a personal thing. The clip is blasted, it looks like, so it's a little bit of a different finish than the rest of the knife. It's kind of interesting. Contrast. We are dead centered. That's nice. No lash. Oh yeah, that feels solid. Ooh, satin blade. Oh, that's a gorgeous blade. Look at that satin finish, man. You could just get me on your side with a beautiful belt satin. Nothing like a beautiful belt satin. Nice and thin, pretty tall blade, so this is going to slice really well, I would assume. There's Andy Thiel's logo, I assume, number 42 right there. Ooh, nice drop. Good action. Oh, yeah. Pretty thin lock bar. You don't have a ton of access, but you do have access. So I can get in there. This feels like a gentlemanly knife. You know, this feels like, you know, like what we've seen from Finch or Jack Wolf and their locking knives. Thin titanium. It's interesting. Like that lock bar is thin. I do think they could have they did put a little chamfer on the inside here. Maybe if they would have knocked this down a little bit. It just feels a little sharp. Is it painful? No. I just wonder if you fidgeted with this for a while, if it would bother me. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. You can reverse flick that nail nick. This conversation came up in a group chat I'm in with a bunch of YouTube channels. Because I think it was our friend Casey over at Knives Fast. He showed this knife off. He must have got one in. And he was saying he really likes how you can flick the nail nick on here. And there was people in there saying they hate it when companies like Finch put a nail nick on a knife and use it to like flick. Because it like doesn't make sense. A nail nick is for opening the knife like this, like it's for a slip joint. I would have to disagree because if it's functional like this, which is excellent, then I think it makes perfect sense. This knife is fantastic. I thought this knife looked a little goofy when I saw the pictures or whatever from Casey, but no, this is really nice. Contoured scales, so it's really nice. You have that Sagaha pattern. Usually you see this from like Urban EDC, but it's a Japanese Sagaha pattern. Really smooth, very clicky. The detent is perfect. There's nothing worse than a good knife with a thud or a good knife with a rattle when it closes. If you know, you know. I'm a very acoustic person when it comes to pocket knives. Let's try this lefty and see if we can get one off here. Woo! Now, is that going to work without worrying about the clip like I am? Yes. Hello. So, does the lock bar not matter? Wow. The clip, it's a little bit, it's in a weird spot left-handed, so like I want to rest on it, but I don't. I'm kind of across it, but not. Like it's very awkward. Kind of covering the blade when I rest my finger, like my thumb is like on the blade. So not the best lefty knife ergonomically when like for deployment. I should say with a reverse flick, but in the hand, it feels great left-handed. The flipper tab, I assume is, yeah, solid as well, left-handed. I doubt thumb flicks are going to be a thing on this, but we can try it. Yeah, let me try it right-handed. I think somebody could do it. Yeah, you got to wrist it a little bit, just not me. The D10 is good. It's just, you know, that it's a weird thing to thumb flick. But the reverse flick could not be better, guys. It feels very comfortable in hand, very thin in hand. It feels light. There's milling on the inside there, and it's already a pretty thin titanium piece. That's something that's standing out to me. This is excellent. The Rackham Jack, guys. Yeah, I gotta say, I was not that excited about this from pictures, but Tuya, they tend to surprise me, and this is a surprise. So great job, Dave and the team over at Tuya. Andy Thiel, great design. And wow, it's going to cut so well too. I see why Casey was excited about this. And people were kind of, you know, bashing it a little bit in the group. But I think it's the same concept that I said earlier. It's just, you have to maybe handle this one to understand how good it is. It is excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and highly recommend this, guys. I do now have a link and a discount code for Tuya knives. So if you want to pick one of these up, you can. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the code. I forget if it's like 5%, 10%. Let me just check real quick. Where are you? Tuya? Where are you, my friend? Tuya knife, 5% off, code LEFTY. So code LEFTY will get you 5% off. I'll link it down below. And you can get 5% off this bad boy. I don't know the price. We could go look that up at the end here, but let's check out the other knife. That's freaking great. Dave Warren, is this just a different version? No, it's a whole different knife. What is this thing? Now this looks like a custom knife. So what this is somebody designing a knife to look like a handmade custom knife, which a lot of people are intrigued by. Not my favorite. I don't like that because this is what you can do with CNC. That beautiful contouring, right? No proud liners, right? This is what you can do with CNC. So why purposely do less? That's how I feel about knives like this. No offense. Centering is slightly off. I'll see if it's just a little loose. The clip is interesting. Yeah, it's got a really custom feel. Wow, that fired out of there. We do have a belt satin. That's beautiful. M390 on this one. Thumb studs on this one. Crazy how, has a little bit of a click. Crazy how custom this feels. It's not loose. Wow. Yeah, I could see a lot of people. Oh, there's just some shit on there. I can see a lot of people really liking this knife because you're going to get that custom feel, but it's not going to break the bank like a custom would. You know what I mean? Let me just fire that off, see if we can't clean this up a little bit. I think that's all it is. I do this on every knife I get. Instantly clean that lock bar or that tang off because it usually is dirty. Looks like a hollow ground blade. Yeah, hollow here. So you have a compound ground blade. I've been told by some people that if you see this kind of curve here, that tells you that it's a hollow in the back and a flat at the front. So whoever told me that, thank you. Looks like butterscotch micarta almost on the scales. Okay, stick is still there. I think it's just a little bit of schmut. Oh, yeah, it's clearing up a little bit. It's just going to take a couple of cleans here. I could just take it apart and that would take care of it. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, it looks like butterscotch micarta. It's a very dense material, so it doesn't feel like micarta. It feels more like an acrylic or something. I don't know what the hell it is. Very cool. It swings, though. I mean, the D10 is excellent. Strong. I mean, look at that. Drops, though. I just noticed something weird. Look at that tang sticking out of the handle. Let me zoom in on this. Look at that. That's odd. There's no way that's on purpose, right? You're not flicking that or anything. I think that's just, I don't know, possibly an error on this specific example or a CAD file error. But they can't just knock it off because it has to lock up. The stick is all but gone at this point, so just cleaning it took care of that. Like I said, it's a little off center, so let's just take it, check the pivot here. Let's see. There's a good amount of something in there. Do I have a cloth? Yeah. Now, I believe this knife, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this knife was designed by the owner of Tuya. I believe his name is Kevin as well, just like me. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's who designed this. And he must be a fan of custom knives. And that's going to be a personal preference thing. That's not my bag. I'm not a big custom, knife fan, if that makes sense. Handmade, I should say. I've had some, and I've really enjoyed some. But it's not my go-to because I really like the precision of CNC. Let's see if we can't center this guy up a little bit more. That's better. That's almost perfect now. Let's see if it... Oh, might be able to even go a little further. Very close. Man, that's as tight as I could get it, and it's still just swinging down. So the action's excellent. The detent on this is wonderful. Yeah, I could easily, I think, center that if I just loosened some body screws and, did a little tweaking, it would be fine. So not worried about that. No lash, feels great. Tuya's just getting better and better at making knives. There's no wiggle. There's no lash in any direction. Maybe a little bit of pivot lash here, a little bit of movement, but I haven't checked the pivot to see if it's loose either. Yeah, it was just a little loose. Yeah. Their build quality is just excellent. They have great action. So, yeah, for this one, it's... it's not my style. I've said that already. But I can see some people really loving this because of the custom look to it. So it is comfortable in this grip. You could choke up sort of on this flat / choil here and get a little bit of a closer grip to the edge. Good lock bar access. Yeah, it's like they took a custom knife and then added some small... nice things to it, like better access, obviously crazy action, great detent, all that good stuff. You're going to have these really nice, proud titanium liners, and then we're going to find out what the material is on top. The grind here is interesting. It is a recurve, so the plunge grind is right about here, so you have a little bit of space there, but you're going to use a rod anyway to sharpen this, I guess, so that might not matter. Very smooth. I love this butterscotch look on here. So that's the Rackham Jack. And I don't know what the other one's called. We're going to find out now. TuyaKnifeUS.com. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that looks cool. That's the Queen Anne's Revenge. So that must be like a Blackburn follow-up or something. It looks very similar to that. So here's that Rackham Jack. Dude, $189. Are you kidding me? That's so good, dude. I really did. I need to go to airplane mode. Tuya Wolf, $169. Ooh, that looks nice in the carbon fiber. That's cool. Ooh, that thing looks wild. Select options. Let's see here. So this is designed by Kevin Fu of Tuya Knife, and it's 3.5-inch M390 compound ground blade. Choose between orange paper micarta or red swirl crushed carbon fiber. Complemented by a sculpted titanium clip, the Tuya Wolf is where style meets precision. Unleash the Beast, a masterpiece of design and functionality by Kevin Wu. The premium folding knife combines cutting-edge materials with superior craftsmanship, ensuring it stands out in any collection. It's more than just a knife. It's a statement of sophistication and strength. Whether you choose the vibrant orange paper micarta or striking red swirl crushed carbon fiber, this knife promises both style and substance. Ready to elevate your everyday carry, the Tuya Wolf is your perfect companion. Let me just see what this carbon fiber looks like. Oh, okay. I've seen that stuff before. So yeah, there's the Wolf, but for me, it's all about this Rackham Jack right here. Look at that. Look at that belt satin, dude. That is sick. They have a jigged version, it looks like. It's a limited edition EDC folding knife designed by Andy Thiel, crafted with M390 and titanium. Top tier performance and durability. Each piece is individually numbered and comes with a titanium ID card. So that card was titanium. Get yours before the exclusive run sells out. So you can get it in Sagaha or jigged. And you can't, oh, there's two blade versions. There's a Bowie and a nail nick version. Oh, so you could get it in this Bowie blade instead if you don't like having that nail nick. Now, I would 100% recommend this version because having that perfect reverse flick is, in my opinion, one of the things that makes this knife incredible. Now, that's not to say you can't flick the Bowie anyway, or Bowie anyway, but this guarantees it, and I like this drop point blade a lot. So my vote out of these two is the Rackham Jack, but if you are a custom knife nut and you've always wanted a custom knife, just couldn't afford one or something like that, I think this does make sense in that aspect. I am wondering what's up with that, but it doesn't actually interfere in any way. So let me know what you guys think. Use the code LEFTY at TuyaKnifeUS.com. Shout out to Dave Warren, great dude. Very cool designs here. Unique, cool, well-made, well-priced. You got to give them credit. Tuya's killing it. Love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.